Sean, you all right? So you listened to the fans at the end. You'd thought you'd have won the game. I imagine you were thrilled with the second half in particular.
I thought the fans were excellent all the way through it, actually, because Man United were the better side in the first half. We never really got to grips with our performance, partly because they are a good outfit. We know that, but we never really got near what I was hoping for. Apart from the work ethic of the defensive unit to stay intact, the Pope made a couple of good saves. And we wanted a reaction. We asked for that, and the fans played their part at half time. They stayed calm. They stayed behind the players. And I thought the players gave a reaction. You know, I thought second half was very pleasing, much more like what we want to be like. And in other games this season, we have been like against a very good outfit in Man United. So in the end, you got very pleased with the point. It is only a point, but it's certainly a very positive point.
What was the message at half time, Sean? It was clear from the whistle, the change in not mentality, but the intensity, really. But
well, it's not easy. You know, we're in a situation where we're factually bottom of the league. I don't think we should be there, but we are. We've got to correct it, and it's difficult. You're playing against Man United, and there might be some noise about them, but you look at that team sheet. There's still some top players on there. You know, so we didn't really get to grips with our performance, as I said, but we stayed intact, as I said, and then second half, I just reminded them. I said, look, the last 6 or 7 minutes of the first half, we had a few pockets of play, flashed a couple of great balls across their box, which they actually scored from a very similar situation with a cutback. I reminded them of that. I asked a bit more of a few individuals because I thought we were carrying a few in the first half, and then there was a really good reaction from every individual and from the team. And you know, that's important, but the major thing for me, and I said to them afterwards, and they know this anyway, you can't wait for games to come your way. You know, you have to make them come your way. And I've been talking a lot with the players about it. And first half, it's always a tough one. You could argue Man United were very good and they're a good outfit. We were maybe slightly off, or we were off and that made Man United very good. And that's always the trade-off. But second half, I was very, very pleased with the quality of the play, but also the demand of the players to go and take the game on.
You like to see your strikers combine, and they certainly did for the goal. It was a superb goal.
I thought they stuck at it really well. I thought first half we didn't give them the quality up to them that we wanted to. Second half, we did better. Wout, I thought, was excellent all night with his work ethic in the first half, and Jay actually with a work ethic in the first half to just work and try and combine and play physical against a very strong Man United outfit. And then second half, play more technically. You know, and find each other with good play. And the goal was an excellent goal. I mean, the combination, but, you know, a great turn from Wout, a great little slide. But then Jay's touch across Maguire, I think it was. You know, that's what changes games, because the defender's he's in a nightmare situation. Then he brings him down, he's in trouble, he lets him go, and he scores, which is a very calm finish. So pleased for Jay and pleased for Wout, because they've worked very hard tonight for us.
There's three sort of biggish decisions in the game. The VAR. For the Varane goal, was that straightforward, just a nudge from Maguire?
Well, the problem with the game now is that it has to be a foul because they get given everywhere on the pitch. So they get given everywhere on the pitch, so why wouldn't it get given in the box? But then we've had the opposite, where they don't give certain things in the box that they give other places on the pitch. So there's always going to be contentious decisions. But then equally, I mean, the Maguire one, you know, is that sending off? It probably could be. So look, over the season, you just hope you go on the right side of it. I think big decisions this season, I don't know the facts and stats, but my gut suggests that we haven't had many big decisions this season. So if we got one, tonight's a debate, I think. I personally feel that they were right, the decisions were right, even the Maguire one, personally. I don't really want to see players get sent off for that, because the ball's running. You know, if the ball's sliding backwards or spinning and it's a slower ball, I think he goes. But because he's running, it's a debate for the referee and a debate for the VAR. So, look, that's the way it goes.
Yeah. Is Maxwell okay?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's tough with us with Maxwell making decisions. I was almost not going to play him because of his fitness level, because of the risk of injury. He's still adapting to the Premier League. He's hardly played in weeks. He's been away. His training schedule's not been the demand that we have for the Premier League. So we're trying to factor all them things in, get him through games, get him fit, not getting broken, you know, with injury, and it's a really fine line. And he did fine. I mean, his fitness will improve, his sharpness will improve, but I don't think it's a serious one. I think it was more of a knock, but he was cramping up as well and fatiguing at that stage. He was definitely going to come off at that stage anyway. because we've got to be very careful because we can't keep losing players. We've had it all season again for different reasons, COVID and injury. We've still got players. Barnsley probably shouldn't be out there, but he's been training with us for 3 weeks and he said he feels great. So he gets back in around it, but he really needs more football. Charlie Taylor's still waiting to come back. And Goodmanson's still waiting to come back. Vidra's still waiting to come back. And it's been that revolving door all season. So finding that balance is very tricky at the minute to keep our players fit and well, but have them ready for task, which is to win games.
Yeah, cheers, Sean. Well done.
Cheers.
Thanks, Chris. Alex James.
Hi, Sean.
Oh, yeah. There we go again.
Was there not any feedback on the first questions there? No.
There was, yeah, but not as bad as yours because yours is every single week, every week without fail.
I thought it was all right on the weekend, actually, but obviously not.
No, it wasn't.
Just following on from what Chris said then on Maxwell, he's obviously elected to start in wide left.
It's getting worse. It's literally getting worse as we're talking.
Could you speak a bit slower, Alex, see if that helps?
You started Maxwell wide left tonight.
Fantastic.
Did you hear that?
No, I can, but it's like squealing at me, like really loud. Yeah, go on. You started Maxwell on the left tonight, yeah?
Yeah, just do you feel he can adapt into that position a bit more now because he's mainly been used up front, hasn't he?
The harder demand in that position is the physicality. We ask a lot of our wide players because they've got to work both ways. When we play 2 in midfield, of course, rather than playing 3 in there. We think he can work from there. He's done that this season. It's a fitness thing, I think, from there with him. We wanted to get J-Rod. I thought it was a tight call whether to play J-Rod on Sunday. Pleased with his reaction, top pro that he is, got on with it and took it and played when he came on. Pleased with that decision overall because I thought Maxwell had moments as the game progressed. I think he'll get sharper. He got the ball away too many times by his standards tonight, but he'll get sharper, get his eye in. We know he can be flexible. And then J-Rod obviously has scored a really good goal and given a very good performance overall.
I'll risk one more. How pleased have you been with Wout and sort of how quickly he's adapted to what you want from him?
Really pleased. I mean, look, he's worked very hard and he's a very professional-minded fella, looks after himself. That's quite apparent by his stats and the way he looks after himself around the group. Very professional in his manner. I thought his hold-up play, I thought his link play, it gives us something to adapt to. It gives us something different, particularly second half. We didn't. The quality up to our forwards was nowhere near where we wanted it to be first half, but second half it was way, way better, and that brought him into the game. And I thought he adapted well to the performance. And very unlucky to not score. I thought it was a top save from their keeper. To go from his shot from distance, so there was a top save.
Thanks, Alex. Jeremy, Sky Sports News.
Yeah, hi Sean. Another good point tonight, but Newcastle have won. I mean, how optimistic are you given the Newcastle win and the fact that Everton look like they're being sucked into it?
The results are irrelevant. We can't affect other results unless we're playing in the game, so that's not relevant to me. Our performance is relevant to me, especially the second half, playing against the top Man United side. Another big game coming at the weekend, but certainly something to get our teeth into the second half performance and remind ourselves that we're a good outfit ourselves. And
what will that goal do for J-Rod, his first one in 50 games?
Yeah, look, I mean, he's a very good player. We believe in what he can do. He's never had a true run for us because of injury and COVID and all the rest of it. But over the years, he's shown what a top pro he is, and I thought he was tonight. I thought he stuck at it for us first half, working diligently without really getting too much service. And then second half, pops up with a fine goal and a lot of good link-up play with that.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Any more questions?
Cheers, everyone.